What's going on, everybody? Working on the MK4 Wagon 2-liter 8-valve today. It's the turbo daily project because boring dailies are boring. So why not just make your daily more unreliable, right? We got the boy with us today. He's sad because his mom had to go to the store. So he's just here. He's not a big fan of the banging around here. So yeah, so this is what we're working on. And I'm just getting some of the getting the valves out so that way I can do some porting. So I screwed up when I came to getting all the parts ready, and that's one thing that I recommend with you guys is that when you're going to be doing something, a project that's, you know, not just like putting on a set of coilovers. Like, you need multiple parts to see it through. Plan ahead, order ahead, especially with you know, the current situation. It's just better to be prepared. So I got everything for that block over there. We got bearings, you know, the head gaskets. I got the ham and ked package. Ham and ked. What? Cam. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Okay, so I got cams. I got the cam. It's one cam. Valve springs and all that kind of stuff. So basically, like cam seal. I got basically everything. Clutch is on the way. Unfortunately, one thing I didn't plan ahead early enough. Clutch is 2 weeks out. ARP studs and rod bolts 2 to 3 weeks out. Right? So that just you know, I don't know why I didn't think of it, but I didn't. And then, you know, I took everything apart. I'm like, okay. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get some ARP stuff and get the bearings and everything. And everything I can get pretty quickly, except for the ARP stuff and the clutch. I'm sorry, man. Jeez. It's okay. Mom's gonna be back home soon. Sorry, buddy. Poor guy. He's grumbling. So yeah. Think about that kind of stuff. When I just assumed, yeah, you know, I'm gonna get it. It'll take like 4 or 5 days or whatever. I'm in the process of doing all the work. 4 or 5 days is not a big deal, but 2 to 3 weeks, that puts a stop to stuff. Okay, breathe. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna finish prepping the head, take it apart, port it, clean it up, reassemble it, and have it ready to go. So what I'm going to do is, after I get the head done, because I have it apart, I just wanted, I'd feel better to have it ready and assembled, ready to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move to getting the front end off, and I think what I might do is with the old engine in place, because I'm not going to turbocharge that engine, right? So with this engine in place, I might just go ahead and put the turbo manifold and turbo on and start mocking up the downpipe and everything, and intercooler piping. So we have the intercooler, right? So we'll put the intercooler in, figure all that out while I'm waiting for the ARP stuff, which is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do everything at the same time, but I'm an idiot, so that's just how it goes. So, oh, I know. It's all good. Just be cool. It's all right. Hey. It's all good. You know what I mean? Just. Oh, I know, buddy. This dog, man, he's such a mama's boy. I love him though. Super cute. quite the character. So I'll show you what I'm doing to get these off. It's no secret. Lots of it, people do it on YouTube. I'm not a mechanic, so this could be very well be the wrong way to do something, but I'm doing it this way. So if you don't like it, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So what I'm doing is we need to get the keepers out so that we can get the retainers and springs and the valves out. So what I did was I just cut the finger off of one of my gloves, put a little magnet in there with a little zip tie just to keep it there, and then you can hear that it's attaching to the keeper and to the valve and to the retainer. So the idea being that once you break loose, not break loose, but if you hit the valve fast enough and hard enough, the magnet will, when the keeper wants to sit and place the magnet, will actually pull it out. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I've already this guy. This is just a quick and easy way. I do have a spring compressor for air-cooled beetle heads, which I tried using, but it's sort of awkward with this, so we'll have to see how to put these back in. But for now, so we got one keeper there. We'll just pop this back in. Try to avoid hitting my hand. Quite like my fingers. This one likes where it's sitting. Sometimes, because I only have like one little piece of a magnet, which is sort of typical for me and my tools and preparedness. But if you had a bigger magnet, I think this would probably go faster. But there we go. So there's the retainer, and there's the other keeper. Another thing I like to do is to keep everything together. And yes, I know I'm washing my hand or cleaning my hands even with gloves, but these are, it's pretty slippery. So what I like to do is I like to keep everything together separately. So I've already made bags for these three and numbered them. So we're just gonna put here a big number one. So, because 1, 2, 3, 4, that's how I'm doing it, so I can stay organized. And yeah, so we'll keep it all in here. And then the other thing, quick tip, is with the abuse, where the keepers sit in the grooves and the valves there might be just a little bit of a like a burr or an edge, like super minor, but that's enough for it to get stuck in the valve guide. So what you could do is go with some sandpaper on these 8-valve heads. It's a little bit finicky. On the beetle heads, the air-cooled beetle heads, this is nice and easy. But this, you can only get one finger down there, but that's enough. So you just go with some sandpaper. This is like 400, that's pretty well used. So it's not even that, yes, I know. So it's not even that abrasive, but it's enough to allow this to, oh, almost. We need just a little more. Okay, well, I may have lost footage, so that's annoying. The SD card didn't catch it, but just use a socket, a little magnet, put the magnet on, socket on top, hit it, keepers come out. It's been done. You can check it on YouTube. Hopefully I still have the footage, because if not, I'll be really annoyed. So yeah, anyway, the boy is not happy. Mommy's not here. Yes, I said mommy. You know, he's like a child. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we'll just take a look on the inside. As far as intake porting, I'm not gonna really do a whole lot. I think I'll just do a quick cleanup in here, remove some of the roughness, no polishing. We'll just give it just a quick cleaning, you know. And otherwise, the thing is like if I was to be doing a ported lower manifold, which I'll get for you. Here is the gasket for this guy. Okay, so you can pretty much see that everything's already gasket matched on the intake side. Now this is just a soft material, so we could port with the gasket in place and just do a quick, you know, if I wanted to enlarge it. Like, it's pretty much right on the money. Now if we look at the lower intake manifold, like there isn't really a whole lot benefit. Let's get a caliper gauge actually, because maybe I'm gonna take this all back and look like an idiot. So let's just do, come on. Oh, battery's dead. Isn't that just great? Right on camera. I'll have to do this old school. Okay, so we're looking at 30, just under 32 millimeters for the intake port. Up here, let's see. Oh wow, it's quite a bit larger. Up here it's showing 40. Okay, well, now that's making me rethink some stuff. Yeah. Okay, well, that's showing 40, and then at the intake port we have 34. Okay, so then it looks like what I might do is I might just do some mild porting here, and maybe bring this up to like 35 mil at the edge, and then it's gonna taper down because there's just, I don't know how much room I got, but we'll try to enlarge this. So we'll port this 2, 3, what was that, 32? So yeah, maybe we'll go to like 35, 36, something like that. See how it goes. These are the for the injectors, these holes right here. Okay, and then we'll have to port the lower intake manifold. So this is called being prepared for your YouTube video. The exhaust side, exhaust ports. These guys are tiny. So we're gonna do a gasket match port on the exhaust side. And we're gonna take that as far down as possible. Yeah, so more of the porting, more of the modification is gonna be on the exhaust side because these ports are absolutely tiny. So it being turbocharged, I don't know too much about, like, you know, for if it was naturally aspirated, if you were gonna be wanting you know, exhaust velocity, blah, 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 blah. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna go for as much fill as possible. And I also don't know what I'm talking about. So that's what we're gonna do. The other thing that we're gonna do is, just try to get this so you guys can see. So we're gonna do some cleaning up in here. So, and I think this is probably majority of where we're gonna get some real benefits. So we're gonna clean this up. It's pretty gross in there, but there's a lot of material. There's a lot of low-hanging fruit, according to Jeremy at Faster Problems. You can do some work in here. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna open this up a little bit on the inside, smooth this out. The exhaust is gonna need some work. There's quite a bit of it's hard to see because it's so dirty in there, but you can feel the circle, and then it's like it does a little loop and then out. Not a loop, but like there's like a little bump. So yeah, we'll do what we can, clean this up, and along these edges and stuff. There's some serious. You can clean this up right here along this edge. So look at that. I don't know if you could see that on camera, but there's quite a bit of an edge there. So it's going to be a mild port job, but it'll help, especially under boost. It'll help us make a little more power. You know, just a gasket match, a little bit on the intake, because in reality, it's on a chip tune. It's not going to be setting any records or anything like that. But at the same time, while this is out, there's low-hanging fruit that you can improve upon. Now, the boy, Hunter, the dog, he's inside with his mom, so he's happy. And he's very clingy and emotional. Now we'll start with that, and then we'll bring the head over and then do that guy. So I'm gonna do a little bit of time lapse, and then we'll check in on progress. And basically what I just did, and I'm sure there are professionals that are going to be not happy with the way how I'm doing it, but this is just how I'm doing it because it's my car and that's just how it's going to be. So I just did a quick sort of gasket match right there. Now I haven't gone far in. I just wanted to establish this area here, and then I'll start going in farther and farther as far as I can, and I'll just feel it out and try to even it out as much as possible. I can only go, you know, basically I can get to it probably about there, which is not bad because it starts to shrink down probably after the Audi symbol there. So that should work okay. All right, let's continue on with this stuff. Making horsepower. So we did some hoarding. I went pretty far. Sort of hard because I need a longer shank or else this thing will hit the runners, but when you look at how far I went in with it, it's right about where the runner starts to shrink down. If you look at it visibly, it looks like the outer two were more of a shrunk, like making that corner. So you can really feel it more when you were going in there. These ones were, the center ones were pretty straightforward. So it's, they weren't too bad. As far as the shrink down, there's a little bit less. These required a little less work. So, you know, is it gonna make much of a difference? Probably not, to be honest. Like, it might make a slight difference, but that took, I don't know, 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes or whatever. Like this aluminum's pretty easy to grind out. So, I'm gonna be happy with that. That's good enough for me. Like I said, we're just picking up a little bit of the low-hanging fruit that's around. So that guy is done and we'll clean that off. I just go with a little wire wheel after, and it'll do the job as far as sort of like a polish. Just a crude way. This is as far as it goes. So I don't know. If you guys can see. Aluminum shards everywhere. So it's just a quick little buzz with the wire wheel versus not. So I'm just going to do that for the rest of them, and then we are finally done. Oh. I mean, I'm not a professional. Someone could have probably did a much better job. I'm just doing what I can with the tools that I have, because that's what I'm about. And yeah, my garage is a mess and it's driving me crazy, but I'm just trying to get things done right now, and you know, work and be a husband and a father, and you know, it's just life. Okay, well, I'm gonna end it there. Thanks for watching. Peace out.